to this one, aka Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell. If y'all like to support the channel, cash app in the description. If you like to follow me on any other platform, y'all already know what to do. Hold on 1 second, I gotta do something.
You see what I'm saying? She might be looking for a helpmate, but it would be to the.
I ain't gonna lie, that real talk, I'm gonna have to do that one. I'm gonna have to do that video, but I'm tripping, dog. Hey, what's up? Who that is? Ooh, I can't say your name. Yeah, your name is one of them names, bro. Like I can't say the name out here. Hey, where you from? Where you from? Hey, okay, God's word, amen. Salute to you. Nicholas, something logo. I don't know. Oh, he say he from Texas. Hey, I never been in Texas. I want to go to. I said all the way from Spain or Spain. Spain or Spain.
like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. 'Cause everything is never as it seems. Whoa, I like to make myself believe the planet Earth, it turns slowly. It's hard to say, but I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems. I like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, but I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems. Whoa, I like to make myself believe the planet Earth, it turns slowly. It's hard to say, but I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems.
Alright, y'all about to go to. Let's see what we're about to go to. About to check out a couple videos. See what's going on. Hey, where y'all tapping in from? Tell me where y'all coming from. Alright, y'all. 10 hours ago, that would have been, 4 o'clock. It been early in the morning. But 10 hours ago, Law and Crime put out something about Nolan Wells. Let's see what's going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. People like Law and Crime that's tapping in on what happened to him. This is gonna they're gonna force people to figure out what happened with this.
Put your phone number in the link below. Tomorrow morning, you'll get your first free AI researched stock alert. Over 300,000 traders already did. A 20-year trading veteran built an AI system that researches the market every day and picks one stock.
There will be a grand jury that she will turn this case on, collected all the information.
The 18-year-old Nolan Wells is picking up speed as it's now being reported this case may be headed to a grand jury, just as newly released GPS data and dispatch audio are raising new questions about what happened in Nolan's final hours. We're going to break it all down and what this can mean right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by...
Thank you to Patty Malecki. Patty Malecki.
Law and Crime, I'm Jesse Weber. Okay. Okay, so we have to talk about a huge new phase that we're now entering in the investigation into the death of Nolan Wells. If you recall, 18-year-old college football player disappeared while out boating with friends on July 4th weekend. They were going to Horn Island. This is off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. His body was found nearby 2 days after he vanished. Now, the family has met with the district attorney, and this investigation, it is now being reported, may be headed to a grand jury. If that is true, we are one step closer to possibly finding out who, if anyone, is responsible for Nolan's death, or whether anyone committed any crimes in connection with this investigation. And to be clear, I'm not saying that's the case, but when you hear the reports that this may be going to a grand jury, that's what you have to be
It's a call you Pat. All right, Pat.
thinking, right? When you think of a grand jury and potential crimes, it could mean a whole host of things. But let's not forget, there is still a lot of mystery that needs to be solved here. Key pieces of the timeline seem to be still being debated. Some of the most important evidence hasn't been fully analyzed yet. And we also, maybe most importantly, we still do not know Nolan's official cause of death. We don't know when the results of the family's independent autopsy is going to be released. Last week, we were hoping to have that update for you on July 10th when the family's attorney, Ben Crump, said he'd initially expected to have the preliminary findings, but for now, we're still in the dark on them. Crump has said that flight cancellations are causing transport issues in getting Nolan's body to DC for that examination. And at the same time, there is no autopsy results that have been released as part of the official state investigation either. Last check, the toxicology reports are still pending. To be clear, by the way, last week, Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter indicated there is no reason to suspect foul play. We have no reason to believe that that conclusion or belief has changed. But as we know, investigations do develop, they evolve, and yet, yes, we're learning some things.
Hey, Pat, where you from? Like, where y'all from? Y'all put the y'all location in the chat, man.
Thanks. But here's another big update that we got to talk about. We have learned from Ben Crump, again, the family's attorney, that Nolan's phone will undergo a, quote, mutual inspection, meaning both the state investigators and the family's own experts are going to analyze the phone. So that could potentially be a game changer here. It does raise questions about how this would work. It does raise questions about how the evidence is being processed. Does it contaminate the evidence?
I heard, like, is it true that they pay you to live in Alaska? Like, you get like a stipend or a fund to live in Alaska? Like, let me know if you know of that. Like, but I heard she said that first. Like, hey, nah, you good? Something from California. You originally from California. My best friend from Cali.
In any way, how do you have this dual investigation? And I mean, the family reportedly believes that data may have been deleted from that phone. So that raises an interesting question, as well as why Nolan didn't have his phone. We've talked about it before. You're going into the water, maybe you wouldn't have your phone, maybe you leave it on board. Then again, if he was planning to go out, hang out with this girl, as the reports have been, what?
Bro, say you work for the National Park Conservation Corp. So we kept the trails and forest clean and relocated invasive species. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I would like to know how that is.
So
Like,
some
living
interesting
out
questions.
there, like,
And we should also point out that
I would love to go fishing in Alaska. Like, I know, like, I want some scallops from Alaska. I want some, I don't know, catfish out there. I don't think catfish right there, but I want to know what the fish and shit looking like out there.
Phone is currently in the hands of Crump's independent investigator.
I could believe it. I could believe that Alaska's otherworldly. Like, I could believe it.
That's what the reporting suggests. And by the way, the family recovered Nolan's phone using the Life 360 app, and they have apparently had it since. And then we have this. This is big too. This is a big update. New details are emerging about the timeline surrounding Nolan's death. What do I mean? NBC News has obtained audio of what seems to be Nolan's friends calling for help when that boat that he was in trouble.
Unknown calls used to interrupt everything.
Hello?
Again.
Hello?
And again.
Hello?
And
Hello?
again. And the worst part.
In trouble. Listen to this.
We're thinking they all switched off.
Is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's off today.
So from that little reporting by outlets like NBC News and the New York Post, it seems that boat likely had 7 people on board. The boat was having trouble around 4 p.m. The boat operator reportedly said, "Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn and our bilge pump stopped working. I want to get this boat unsank and towed back." That boat was reportedly towed for 3 miles. It picked up speed less than an hour later. We're actually going to talk about that a little bit more. And look, we also know from the Jackson County Sheriff, again, John Ledbetter, that Nolan did not come back on that boat.
Man.
We don't know for certain if Nolan was on that boat during the call or if he...
I like summer. Like, that'd probably be a good place for me to go. If I was to move somewhere, like, I ain't gonna lie, I would love something like that. I can get fish going up the stream, and I can catch them and cook them, and
was already off the boat at that point. But look,
so go check out one of my shorts. I did a short of me doing an alligator and making alligator. Yeah. I'm from Florida, though.
as far as we can tell, what we seem to know is that at some point between that call and 4:31 p.m., when the boat left, it seems Nolan was no longer with them. So what happened in that window? Hey, real quick, look, summer's here. Summer's a time for ease, more relaxed days, and you're gonna want comfortable pieces, which is why I gotta tell you about Quince. In the summer, you're gonna want breathable, easy to throw on pieces, and Quince's 100% European linen pants and shirts are exactly that. They start at just $34. Their tees are soft, easy to...
Yeah, alligator good, bro. Snake, yeah, my grandma used to cook snake. We eat snake when we were younger, too. Yeah, my grandma used to cook snake.
They're lightweight cotton sweaters. They're perfect for those cooler summer nights. And look, because Quince works directly with ethical factories and they cut out the middlemen,
Man, I done ate squirrel, possum, like everything.
paying for quality price 50 to 80% less than other similar brands. Look, if you're looking for those cotton tees for the summer, this is Quince. They go with everything. I have a feeling you're gonna wear these things more than just
with some good rice. Man, that you can't top that. I'm cooking some shit in here right now, bro.
once, more than anything else in your closet. So make your summer wardrobe easier. Go to quince.com/lawcrime for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too, by the way. That's QUINCE.com/lawcrime for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/lawcrime. And by the way, there's also newly released information regarding GPS data tracking the boat's movements that day. So these little missing pieces of the timeline are starting to come together. We're going to talk about what the GPS data seems to show. This is all trying to go to answer the questions that the family...
being in the South and things of that nature, like a lot of people from the North don't know about it, but in the South, we use everything to our expense. Yeah, so hey, you a snake, you brought your ass in our yard, guess what? If you're a snake and you brought your ass in our yard, you gonna get your ass cooked out
Right? That's all that matters. Can you answer the questions that the family has? Now we're going to get into it all. I actually want to start with what we learned at this press conference about this grand jury. So Ben Crump announced that the family met with Jackson County District Attorney Angel Myers McGrath, and arguably the biggest takeaway from that meeting came directly from Crump.
She shared with the family that there will be a grand jury that she will turn this case over to once they have collected all the information and finished their investigation. We also agreed that we will have a mutual inspection of the cell phone with our experts and their experts. Attorney Eric Hertz is helping lead the investigation team with former law enforcement experts.
To be honest with you, the cell phone stuff might be more important than the actual. I ain't gonna say that. I can't say that. I can't say that.
Experts who are going to help us with the cell phone download, so everybody will be able to see at the same time what the cell phone has. We also talked about trying to make sure we dot every I, cross every T. I know that we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day from people who are familiar with individuals that were heroin addicts. And so we continue to be steadfast in trying to get to the truth of why Nolan Wells is dead. Dead.
Now I gotta be clear about something. This grand jury doesn't mean that they're charging someone, but it does seem to mean that the DA could present the evidence to a group that will decide whether charges should be brought. And that also becomes a question whether the DA would actually move forward with that. Look, as we previously discussed in this case, there's been a lot of misinformation that has been spreading online. You know, in our last episode, we addressed this viral video that has been circulating, the one that was initially believed to show Nolan in some sort of argument over his phone. But a friend of Nolan's later came forward to the media and said it wasn't Nolan in the video, it was him. He had this argument. And Ben Crump acknowledged that they're getting conflicting accounts.
That's what a witness told us, and that's what we reported out there. Another witness had come forward said that was important. We have other witnesses who said
Okay. Raw honey.
there were other obligations. As Mr. Hurt said, we're trying to go through it all and so forth. And we'll be even more careful to say, this is what a witness told us in the future. You know, we have audio people doing it, but we know certain people said it was him, and there are certain people said it was not him.
So yeah, conflicting witness accounts. Police are still searching for any images or videos unedited that could provide insight into what happened that day. And the family, again, is still waiting for answers while planning son's funeral. Nolan's mother, Christine Wansley, spoke about what the family has been going through.
Thank you so much. Just the outpouring of love, support. We've had some local officials, Mayor Casey Vaughn from Gaucher has reached out to us. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. He had.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got this recipe that I cook. I put a whole pineapple and honey. Put the pineapple and honey. Dip it, make sure it's coated. The top is cut off already, so boom. So I take the honey, I take the pineapple out of the honey. I take a rack of ribs, beef, pork, whatever. I wrap it around and then I put it inside the cooker and I might let it sit by 8 hours. About 8 hours. And then when I pull it out, them ribs got the sweetest flavor you would ever have. You said I made a glaze. Yeah, I made a glaze. Yeah, nah, it was glazed with honey though. What's up? Hi, hey, what's up? Oh no, I didn't smoke it. I put it in like a pressure cooker. So I dip the honey like so I got a bowl. I dip the honey. I dip the whole pineapple in the honey. Then I season the ribs, but it's like a rack, so I can put it around the whole thing of the honey and pineapple. And when I put it inside of the cooker, man, it's beautiful, bro. Like by 8 hours, you Gucci. 8 hours, let that bitch just sit. Let it sit. Oh, now that bit falling off the bone is yeah, that bit falling off the bone. For real. I might have to take my glasses off.
He has,
That bit falling off.
it's almost been every day. He's been texting to check on us. Also, Jeffrey Hullum, thank you so much. He's been,
Nah, I don't make leftovers like as far as that because I eat the whole thing. Like ain't no leftover. There's no leftover.
texting pretty much
Eat the
every
whole
day.
thing. Yeah.
Receiving a lot
Yeah,
of
big.
stories from Nolan's teachers, which just warms my heart, his classmates, teammates.
So to help make sense of everything that we've been talking about, I want to bring in Tyler Bailey, criminal defense attorney, civil rights attorney. So good to see you. Thanks for taking the time. I think this is the first you and I have talked about this case. And I want to start with arguably the biggest legal update, the grand jury. This idea that, according to Ben Crump, right, that this may go to a grand jury once the investigation by the sheriff's office is complete.
Ain't no hash.
What do you think that would look like?
Man, I wish I did have some hash. I wish I had hash right now. I wish I had a little bit of hash.
I mean, what could the grand jury potentially be looking at here? What kind of evidence, what potential charges?
Well, ideally, they should look at all relevant evidence here that could lead them to make a conclusion whether they believe there's enough probable cause for criminal charges or not, and not be a grand jury that's spoon-fed particular information. And I think that's a big update because initially we know that the sheriff announced, I believe about a week ago, that they suspected no foul play. I do think this independent investigation, some of the pressure has allowed the DA to come to a different conclusion where there seems to be a joint agreement that this is going to go to a grand jury. So it could be text messages, it could be the lack of text messages, it could be cell phone data, it could be statements from different witnesses who testify.
In other words, you're saying anybody looks at that, looks at a headline like, oh my gosh, you're talking homicide charges, but not necessarily. It could be something with respect to the investigation, like whether it's
They say they pumping on the pen. If you need some weed funds, I got you. Hey, hit the Cash App. Cash App in the description.
tampering with evidence or misleading police, something. I'm not saying those things happen, but that's what you're suggesting.
Right. Anything that's a criminal charge pertaining to the disappearance and the death of this young man here could be a criminal charge. It could be obstruction of justice. All right, you can have some accessories after the fact. We don't know if it's going to be homicide or murder, but there could be some criminal charges that can come out of this. And I think that's all the family has been asking for is a fair investigation so they can know the truth.
Going to the idea of a homicide charge, look, it's difficult for me to say anything about this because we don't have a lot of information. We don't have the cause of death. But we also have the reality that if someone is found in the water in that way, it may be difficult to know whether there was blunt force trauma. It may be difficult to know whether somebody was thrown into the water or was drowned, right? I mean, those can be difficult for medical examiners to ultimately assess. What are potential homicide charges here? Is there a theory of a case where if they can't prove that someone killed Nolan, but that was negligent in some way, what are some potential theories that you could see a homicide related?
Like, I don't know what you mean by double stream, but yeah, we could double stream. Like, I mean, I don't know what you mean, like double stream. But, hey.
Charge.
Is there a Christian alternative to Instagram? Stick around and find out. For Christians scrolling through Instagram, some real...
Okay, so check it out. Hit me up on Cash App. Send me $20. Hit me on Cash App. We'll do 20, and we can double stream together. Let me see. I'm on live. Yeah, that's cool.
What happened to Nolan? Again, I know we're speculating.
I don't know. I you might have to try to see if you could get in on the see if you could try to live stream with me right now. Just see if you could send me I guess a request, and I can follow.
Just trying to understand what we could maybe see: manslaughter, negligent homicide, murder.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there's so much still we don't know, but we do know there was some statements about there being an argument, whether that was Dolan in the argument or somebody else. So we don't know if there was some sort of altercation or fight. There was no interrogations by law enforcement of the individuals who were with him the day afterwards, right? There's been none of that we know of that law enforcement has questioned any of these people who were out there on this boat at the island with Nolan Wells. So we don't know what happened, whether it was an argument, whether it was a fight, whether they knew that he was in a position where he could not swim and fend for himself in the water. So all that's the stuff that we don't know, and hopefully from this independent investigation and hopefully from the Sheriff Department and DA to get some more information that can lead them to come to a definitive conclusion.
And to be clear, when we say we don't know, right, like there's been reporting and there's been one narrative put forward by people who were involved in this about speaking with law enforcement, but it's not like we got an official report or a presser saying these people X, Y, and Z were interviewed. This is what they said. They're not suspects. We're kind of reading between the lines a little bit. I just want to take a step back. Is it significant that the DA met with the family or the DA met with the family's lawyer? Is that common? Does that signify to you something? I mean, we're kind of jumping here and saying it's possible that evidence could be presented to a grand jury, but it could very well not be presented.
Hey, y'all, hold on. Hey, I'm in here, y'all. I'm in here. Yeah. That's it. Send it right now. I'll be able to see if you sent it. But and then we could rock out on live together. But give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm about to play this shit.
And it's a grand jury. I'm curious, how significant is it that the DA reportedly met with the family?
This DA said that she commonly meets with families who have lost loved ones. That's one thing that she did say. But out of this, where you have a sheriff that said there's no foul play initially, and then you have the family demand an independent investigation, and then you have a meeting between the family and along with the family's lawyer, that is very significant. I think that shows that the public pressure and the national attention to this area of Mississippi has made the DA change some of the way she's addressing this by meeting with the victim's family and even coming to the extent of doing some joint things together with the victim's family and their attorney. That's not common in situations like this.
What would it say to you if they don't impanel a grand jury, if they don't present evidence to a grand jury, or they do present evidence to a grand jury and the grand jury chooses not to indict? A, what would that signal to you? And B, would we know about any of that?
Grand jury proceedings are secretive. So there will be, for example, no media coverage of the grand jury. There's no defense lawyers are not allowed to be there. The victim's family attorney, Ben Crump, won't be able to be there. It'll be a prosecutor who's presenting the case to the grand jury that's been impaneled. If they decline to press charges, there will ultimately be questions. People may wonder whether this grand jury was spoon-fed information that would lead them to come to a conclusion of there being no probable cause for an arrest. But I do believe that they do find that there's criminal charges out of the materials that are presented to them, it would affirm some of those suspicions that so many people have about how this has been handled and all the gaps that appear to be present in this investigation in the aftermath of Nolan's death.
But it's potential that the DA could choose not to go to a grand jury, or even if the grand jury does indict, does the DA have a legal obligation to move forward with the case?
Prosecutors have prosecutorial discretion, so they do not have to go to the grand jury. I believe it's that they have actually reached a joint agreement that they will present some evidence to the grand jury one way or the other, but the prosecutor can say, well, we decided not to do that, we don't believe there's anything. So they have discretion to pursue charges, not pursue charges, present evidence to the grand jury or not.
How long, typically, timeline-wise, would it take the grand jury typically to reach a decision once a case is presented?
It really depends. There's no telling. It matters how many witnesses will be testifying before the grand jury, the amount of evidence that's going to be presented to them. So it's kind of too soon to speculate as to how long the grand jury would be paneled or what they would hear. But I do think there's a couple of things that show that they may not even be there yet. The incident report, I believe, has not been given to the family yet. So usually those are available within 72 hours of the death or initial incident. The family has received the incident report. There's still cell phone data that I believe that has to be collected from at least Nolan Wells's phone. So there still may be some time before a grand jury is actually impaneled.
I want to go to this next part. I mentioned this earlier. NBC News obtained this audio of what appears to be Nolan's friends calling for help for the boat, right? The boat was apparently having problems. I want you to listen to this.
We're thinking the police council.
Is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on today.
Tyler, that's significant. That is a significant piece of this puzzle. What does that tell you? That there is this reported call about the boat that by all accounts Nolan was on at some point. It's having problems. Caller says everybody's on board. Again, we don't know for certain whether Nolan was on board during that. During that call, but again, I think that's significant. This is happening. What does it tell you?
It's very significant. I mean, one, the statement is that everybody is on board, and we don't know if Nolan was on board or not at the time. Is very significant, given that he did not arrive back home safely when that boat reached dock later on that day, and he allegedly left or wanted to stay behind with a female that he met that day at that island on the lake. So it's very significant. The statements could either be, one, if it's not true, of course it's a lie that everybody was not on board, or if he was on board at the time this call was made, what happened after that? And if you're talking about now dispatch getting involved, there being a towing situation, I'm thinking more witnesses, eyewitnesses to what they saw about the boat or was involved. And by the way, let me go to this part. So CBS News obtained GPS data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, and it tracks the boat's movement. So I want to walk through that timeline. This is information they say they obtained via records request. And so it appears to suggest that this boat, this vessel, left the dock at approximately 9:56 that morning, arrived at Horn Island at 11:14. According to GPS data, the boat then reportedly left Horn Island at 4:31 that afternoon, returned to its original departure dock, then traveled into Fort Bayou at around 5:52 before returning to the dock at 6:06. Later that evening, the boat went into the Fort Bayou boat launch at 7:19,
traveled overland, which would suggest that it was possibly towed by a vehicle to the owner's residence. And to just kind of put this into perspective, I believe Ben Crump has claimed that Nolan was last seen on the island at 3 p.m. Tyler, what do you take away from this GPS data?
That if he was last seen on the island at 3 p.m. and they apparently, not only did they leave there, go to another area, then go to dock and get towed, there's a lot that could have transpired between that time, especially putting that in conjunction with the text messages and Snapchat deleted from his phone or missing from his phone. So there's a lot of time for people to get their stories straight, to talk to maybe counsel or others about what needs to be the narrative when they arrive. Now I'm speculating to a lot of this because we don't know. There has been no interrogation of these individuals. There's been no official statements that have been issued, but it's clear that there's been a significant period of time between the boat leaving, the last time Nolan was seen, and this boat getting back to his original owner.
And look, it confirms, or it seems to confirm, right, this boat left 4:31. We still have conflicting accounts about whether Nolan chose to stay behind or he was left behind. And this GPS data is going to be an important role, it seems. I will say this, this report, this MSDMR report, also indicates that the boat's owner, his mother, and one other individual who's reportedly with Nolan on the day of this incident have cooperated with the investigation. What does that mean to you that they have cooperated?
It means that they probably have been accessible to law enforcement, that they at least have their contact information. Cooperating is to what extent? Now, will they testify between the grand jury, before a grand jury, or will they have to plead the fifth before a grand jury? Just because they are cooperating does not mean they are being completely forthcoming. We don't know to what extent their role is, what information that they have. They could be cooperating through counsel. Which is nothing wrong with cooperating through counsel, but I think it at least shows that they aren't stonewalling the police and they're being accessible.
So let me go on to this other major development from this week's press conference. The family is now going to be allowed to inspect Nolan's phone alongside investigators. There's going to be this mutual inspection where both sides will see the contents at the same time. Tyler, is that unusual? Let's first start there.
That's highly unusual. It's highly unusual that a victim's family, along with their attorney, would be allowed to participate with law enforcement in the inspection of a cell phone data that's really the crux, one of the crucial pieces of evidence with this case. I don't think that would have happened without a lot of the chatter going on around the country about how this investigation has transpired, and it shows there's some distrust between the family and law enforcement here. And there, from my understanding, there has been not the best communication with the DA and law enforcement and the family. So the concession to allowing a joint inspection, I think, is an intent from the government or the state here to try to regain some of that trust with the victim's family.
And I thought it was also unusual, if the reporting is true and if this is accurate, that the family has been in possession of this phone and hasn't or turned it over to law enforcement yet. I mean, maybe that's not true, but this is what the reporting seems to suggest. I would again imagine that's a little unusual, but also, how does this work? How does a mutual inspection work exactly?
So there should be some forensic experts regarding data extraction present with the state, and also there would likely be that Mr. Crump's office has present with the DA at the same. That way, everybody can see it at the same time, whether all data is being extracted, make sure nothing's being left behind, because the big issue here is that the early announcement of no foul play, the evidence of the cell phone that the family received, I believe a couple of days after Nolan went missing, or the night of, I can't recall the exact time, and then the missing of text messages and Snapchat data. And by allowing joint experts or joint data extraction at the same time, it's going to help the family feel comfortable knowing that all data is being looked at and not being piecemeal, because oftentimes I've seen cases where there's been a cell phone data that's been extracted and the state says, oh, well, that's other information deleted, we can't get it. But that's not normal when you the forensic expert can see what's been deleted, what's been altered in the data.
Does this potentially present a legal evidentiary issue? If you have multiple hands on the phone, does that contaminate the evidence in some way? If there is a case being presented.
I don't know. Hey, you say you sent me $11? Okay, hold on. Hey, let me go get my other phone and I'm gonna check to see if you sent it to me. Give me a second.
Against the defendant, couldn't a defense attorney really hone in on that and say, look, I mean, you have to exclude this evidence. There's a chain of custody issue. Or do you say, look, digital evidence is different. It's not like a piece of clothing, right? I mean, talk to me about that.
The defense attorney may, depending on what happens here, let's say there are criminal charges and they are ones of homicide or something that's very serious or substantial, and this case goes to trial, the defense attorney would jump on that and likely try to have that data excluded. If anything, the chain of custody is going to have to reference the mutual presence of the victim being there, the victim's attorney being there along with their own experts, and the jury should be allowed to hear that, and they can make, they can weigh that evidence, how they see sufficient. But if it's not excluded, it was.
Hold on, I'm about to look and see if you sent some money to me. Give me a second. If you did, that's good, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to go and look and see right now. I can't get off my
certainly be an issue at a criminal trial that could weigh to, whether the jury believes it's solid evidence or maybe it could have been influenced by the presence of the family. But I do believe in the family and how they're addressing this with their own independent investigation, which I believe has even led to this. The grand jury possibly being paneled. None of that would have happened without the efforts that they've done, and I think it's appropriate for there to be joint extraction for this circumstance.
And look, if messages were deleted, I think when you're talking about digital evidence, that can be pretty easy to show. I think it's also, just because something's deleted, you may think it's gone, but it's in ether, it can be recovered.
Let me see, hold on, let me see, hold on. It say $5. It say $5. Somebody send me $5 on Cash App. Let me see. I'm gonna keep playing. Give me a second.
By the presence of the family. But I do believe in the family and how they're addressing this with their own independent investigation, which I believe has even led to this, the grand jury possibly being paneled. None of that would have happened without the efforts that they've done, and I think it's appropriate for there to be joint extraction for this circumstance.
And look, if messages were deleted, I think when you're talking about digital evidence, that can be pretty easy to show. I think it's also, just because something's deleted, you may think it's gone, but it's in ether, it can be recovered. We cover those cases all the time. I do think the location of the phone is another key component about this, right? So the family has said that, first of all, it's unusual that no one would go off on his own, but also the idea that he would leave his phone behind. What teenager puts their phone down? But then you have this friend of Nolan's who told ABC News that, look, it's normal to leave phones on the boat. You're protecting them from the salt water. Said all their friends were out there, that they were not communicating with anyone else. Who else would they talk to? And he said that when Nolan got on the boat, he put his phone on the boat's dash, along with probably 15 other phones. How do you see it?
I'm so bored. So obviously I'm going to prank call my boyfriend. This app is called Magic Call, and I'm going to use it to change my voice to make sure that he has no idea that it's me.
Hello.
Hi there. Is your takeout order? I think I've arrived.
No, I didn't order anything.
This is James, right?
Yes, but I did not order anything.
It says here, one bag of burnt nachos to 101 Church Street. Is that you?
Hey, I don't know who put you up to this, but I didn't order anything. Leave me alone.
Baby, it's me. It's a prank.
That was so much fun. Download Magic Call and prank your friends and family.
I don't know. You send me $5 unless you have multiple accounts. No, I think because Somebody
What's so
sent me
important about
$5
deep
so
sleep? A lot of people talk about how much time they need in bed.
11.
People say, hey, I slept 7 hours or 10 hours. In our study in Australia, we found that before we started our study, the average coal miner was in bed 10 hours a day, but only got 1 minute of deep sleep. So what's important about sleep is that deep sleep cycle. That's when the glial lymphatic system opens up and your brain begins to detox.
That's not usual. I mean, even taking, from what we've heard, that there was a young lady that he met named Katie and that he was interested in talking to her. You would think that he would want to be able to text her later on or get in contact with her later. I don't know many 18-year-olds who aren't glued to their phone. And even if they put their phone somewhere, if they're going to stay behind, they would definitely grab their phone. And so I think that seems suspicious, if anything. I hear the friend's position on it, but it draws many people some ire and gets to the same conclusion of that doesn't sound like the 18-year-olds and 23-year-olds that we know. They like to have their phones on them.
Hold on,
Keep them close by.
One more point I want to ask about the autopsies.
Let me see something. I'm trying to figure out where, because I'm looking at, you said you sent 11. This should have multiple. Nah, I only got one account. Oh! It came through, bro. It came through. Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, bro, we about to go on a field trip. Hey, I fuck with you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Hey, brother sent me $11 on YouTube. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Salute to you, man. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Damn, he really said this. I'm looking at it right now. Bro, look, y'all, he said, damn, I can't even get this. I'm trying to show it to y'all, but he sent $11. He actually sent. He actually sent. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, big dog. I'm about to go. Let me see. I got 3 right there. I'm about to hold on, y'all. Hey, we going on a field trip. We gonna go to the store and come back, y'all. Just because. Y'all see the spot. It's crazy. It's crazy in here, bro. It's crazy. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. We going ham in here, bro. I'm about to run stuff, come back. I'm about to take y'all with me, man. Like, hold on. I gotta figure out where the hell my motherfucking key, the key for the car at. I can't go nowhere without the key for the car, bitch. Y'all, I got all kind of shit going on. I got shit going on everywhere in here. Shit going crazy. Hold on, y'all. Damn. I don't even know where the key for the car. I gotta have that to go to work tomorrow. Like, hold on, y'all. We tripping out here. Hold on. Let me figure out where the keys at right there. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. Where the fuck my goddamn key? Where the key for the car at, bro? I can't get to work tomorrow without that. Hold on, y'all. I gotta figure out where the key for the car at. Hold on. Got him. Hey man, hey, appreciate you for sending me that cash out, man. Got him. Got him. Hey, appreciate y'all for sending that cash out, man. Hey, I'ma fuck with you. Hey, I gotta fuck with you. Who this is? This is he called me and told you call you Pat. I got you, Pat. Goddamn, Pat, goddamn, coming through on some real shit out here. Like, you dig? Pat coming through on real shit. Salute, nigga. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. Let me goddamn. I got my I had to make I had everything I needed. Yeah, but I had to photo send somebody on cash. on the YouTube, nigga, you on YouTube. Hey, that's my next door neighbor, y'all. Hey, nigga, that's my dog. That's my dog, so.
Don't lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
So I got 39 more. Man, send me some more money on it. It's a dry say, man. You got the 39 more, right? Look, you got the 39 more, right? You see that? Hey, I'm like, hold on. You doing it like that? Hey, G, you got to get on that YouTube, bro. I'm just telling you, I fuck with you. I'm just telling you, bro. They are fuck with you.
Yeah, but I want to give him a laptop though.
Man, do the shit off your phone, nigga. No, I do got laptops, but
So how you play the music and use your phone?
So what I do is I got another speaker playing another phone on my YouTube. Yeah. Playing that shit at the same time and shit, bro. Type shit, man. Type shit.
I gotta get another phone. That's why I need another phone. So
Yeah, get you another phone and you could do, cause like what you could do is you had everything playing on one phone that you reacted to.
Yeah.
And then you reacting off your phone.
Yeah.
That's how I do. You know what I'm saying? But what up? Chillin', man. Gucci. What up? Hey, what up? Shit, these folks done got put the money in the bank account out here. Yeah, man. Hey, we in here. We in here. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You really did put the shit in there. I can't disrespect it, bro. You put the money in the account, nigga. Hold on. I know y'all heard that shit going on. It said, I want to bless you. Hey, the Cash App, it's in the description. It's in the description. XOD as in dog, UST, and the number one, like one. Exodus. Man, y'all check me out, bro. Yeah, man, you know, y'all help me out, but I ain't gonna lie to you, but do this shit with my little girl, like, you know. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, bro. Love y'all. Hey, I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to go to the drive-thru fucking with y'all. You dig? I'm about to go to the drive-thru fucking with everybody. What's up there, y'all? What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all come through. Hold on. Let me see. They talking about in the chat, bro. Hold on. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. I can't see. Okay. I appreciate you, man. Like, that's love, man. I respect it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I respect it, bro. Like, I can't do nothing but respect it. Because if I was doing something for somebody like this on YouTube, and they you dig, you know. But yeah, I respect it. I appreciate everybody, you know, whoever tapped in and gave to me and shit like that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know about to go. I don't know what's going on, but we about to get up on in here. See what they talking about. What's up, everybody? Though? What's up, everybody? Hey, we just got a drop from YouTube, man. We got a drop from YouTube, bro. Nigga done sent me some money and shit. Appreciate that. And salute to him for supporting a YouTuber who, you know, basically just trying to make it out here. Like, you know, I ain't no DJ Academics. I ain't no rich motherfucker. I'm just doing YouTube, bro. And I appreciate that shit, bro. Like, that shit mean more than a lot, bro. It mean more than a lot, and I appreciate that, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. It said when all right, hold on. Hey, give me 2 seconds, y'all. I gotta do this transaction right quick. I gotta do the shit with the money and shit. Hold on. Gotta do shit with the money. I'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. But if my shit do get cut off, I'ma start the live over again. But let me see. Let's say right now. A nigga just sent me 50 on YouTube, bro. Just for streaming. Hey, this love right here, bro. This love, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This love right here, bro. Nigga send me 50 on YouTube? Come on, bro. Stop playing, bro. This shit can't be real, bro. A man just sent me $50 on YouTube, bro. For basically just talking and doing what I do usually every motherfucking day, bro. I'm going through the I'm going through the. Man, what up, babe? Man, hey, I appreciate all y'all, man. I thank y'all for everything y'all do for me, and I appreciate you, man. This ain't nothing but love right here, bro. This ain't nothing but love, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. 50 fucking dollars on YouTube and that, bro. It's a regular stream. Ain't like I got no. God damn, baby, hold on. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Like, no, I say goddamn. Cuz, I'm talking about you looking like a meal from Whole Foods. Hey, man, lady, bring that thing back here. Hey, y'all, we out here. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, let me get 4 double shot. Let me get 2 BL Craig grade 1 green apple. Damn, cuz. Hey, I fuck with y'all, bro. I fuck with y'all like ASAP, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm ready to get out the stream and tell my homeboy, them folks done sent me $50. Them folks done sent me some money. Huh? Alright, big dog. Hey, good looking, man. Thank you, bro. Oh, it might be locked. Hold on. Let me unlock this car again. What's up? Hey, it's your stream is frozen. I'm riding in the car. I don't know what's going on. I'm riding in the car right now and shit, but let me see. Can you see me now? Like, put a 1 if you can see me now. Oh, okay. Yeah, bro, this shit crazy, bro. Like that's what I can only. Hold on. That's what I can only imagine, bro. Like, That's how I can only imagine, bro. Like this shit. Hey man, whoever sent me this money, bro. What's his name? Let me see what his name is. Pat. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much. You changed my life today. You made me want to stream even more. You made me want to be one of the biggest YouTubers ever in history, just by your little you know contribution, bro. Like I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you, big dog. Like, yeah, I'm finna go see. I gotta go see because I got. I don't, sometimes going on, but yeah, bro, we about to shit cracking out here. I might have to do. I might have to get like a little. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might do like a little 20. Hold on. Alright, so I might have to do like a little 20. I think I'm gonna give me a little 20 out the ATM. And I'll do something else. Bro, man, you don't know what you did there, bro. You might have made a monster. A monster. You might have made a monster. Hold on. I'm gonna get 20 because I'm gonna play some lottery. Gotta play me up with that lottery and shit. Yeah. Y'all in here with me. Hey, let me run in the store right quick. Be right back. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. I thank y'all for, doing what y'all do. And be right back. Give me like about 5-10 minutes. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Damn, old boy still in here with me. And cause I had to do. Let me see. I might do. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what I got left. Let me see what I got left from what you fucked me on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all still in here with me. I'm about to I'm probably gonna go fuck with the weed, man. Get like $10 types. I gotta play. I gotta play lottery, man. I gotta see if I can get this big shit. I gotta see if I can see if I can get that big shit. Like, I'm trying to get that 20 million, nigga. Hey, if I can make 50 and I'm talking shit, I might need to fuck around and be like, what's my homie name? What's his name? Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm still right here, though. I'm still right here. Still right here. Hold on. Okay, so I got 5% left, y'all. I'm gonna try to get it. Hold on. Oh. I got 5%. Let me try to do these little numbers and shit, man, and then we're gonna rock out like that. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up, everybody? Damn, cuz I can't believe you looked out for me like that. I appreciate it though, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, you done had me like I now go on, get a little bit more shit that I need. I'm talking about Hey, where you tapping in from? I forget where you tapping in from. Where you tapping in from, bro? Like, you know, where you tapping in from, big dog? Like, let me know. City, state, providence, country, sovereign entity, USS space station. Let me know, big dog. I'm talking about. Like, let me know, my nigga. Let me know where you coming from. There's some goofies out here, bro. These motherfuckers ain't got their ass in a world of trouble on some bullshit. I don't even know what the hell these folks got going on, but hold on, y'all. Let me see. Man, let me just park over here, cause I ain't got time for this shit. And I'm back, like, oh, ain't nobody in here, huh? Ain't nobody in here. Hey man, y'all kicking me in the comment cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification. Peace, one. Thank you, everybody. Peace and